Hello, Capricorn friends. I am High Priestess LaChondevi with Power Life Hypnosis. This is your August 2018 love and romance reading. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a private reading with me straight through the description box below. If you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, a full reading as to how to align yourself with the happiest, healthiest, most fulfilling relationship with your partner, and more, you can book a future partner reading with me now straight through the description box below. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app, and the link for that is instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis. If you have any lost items you need help locating, I do item retrieval readings, and you can also book that straight through the description box below. My lovely, lovely Cappies, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do not, you can check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to gain a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of August 2018, or again, if these messages do not resonate with you. Alrighty, my dears, let's go ahead and get started on your reading. So I have, for us Cappies, the theme I have here, 3 5-card spreads, actually 1 6-card spread, 2 5-card spreads. I have here our extended predictions, what we're going to be experiencing during the month of August, and then I have our guidance here so we can discuss how to use our free will in order to bring about the best outcome in our love lives during the month of August. So let's go ahead and get started here. Excuse me. Alrighty, so Cappies, for your first cards for the theme here, I have the card of wedding. This situation involves marriage. So some of you are dealing with somebody who you may be married to. Maybe if not married to this person, then you were considering getting married to this person. Maybe there was an engagement or a desire to get married to this person. Whoever we're going to be dealing with or discussing, or who, you know, is a major energy showing up in your love life during the month of August. So again, we have a situation here that involves marriage, either being married to, wanting to be married, being married in the past to an individual. And I do have here also the card of codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So when we say codependency, yes, this can be speaking of, because we have here addictions. So this can be addictions to a substance, a thing. Nevertheless, because we do have the card here of codependency, this is speaking of addictions to another person here. So some of you may have a codependent dynamic, perhaps with somebody who you have been married to, or you were married to at some point. Or there can be codependency issues that are negatively affecting your marriage. Maybe it is a codynamic dynamic between the two. So let's go ahead and see here how these themes are going to play out, and of course what we can do about this, because we do want to transcend that codependent energy here in order to bring about healthier, happier, more fulfilling relationships here. So let's go ahead and get into this reading now. So for your first prediction here, let's see. Okay, trying to see where to go here first. Well, I'm being called down here to the bottom, the foundation of the situation, so we'll just start here. So for the foundation, I have 2 cards. I have the cards of free will and the card of closed gate. This free will card reads, destiny has brought you together, yet the outcome is decided by free will. And underneath that, we do have the card of closed gate. Fate has closed the gate, no more to return. Because this is in the foundation situation, to me, this is speaking of a situation where many of you may have chosen to, of course, close the gate to possibly a marriage. You know, maybe there was a calling off of a wedding for some. But I do see here that, you know, it could have been your decision. Yes, your decision, your free will to close the gate on a relationship. Possibly because of this codependent dynamic leading to toxicity in this connection. And I'll tell you why I say that in a second. But again, I do see here that you, Cappy, you're utilizing your free will in this situation here in order to bring about the best outcome for yourself which of course for some of you it could have been closing the door, closing the gate on this connection, even if it's temporary. I do see there are a lot of fated events here. There are a lot of fated events here. Fate is guiding and helping your love connection. Luck is with you. So it looks like, you know, you may be aware that things will be moving in your favor despite whatever circumstances are playing out right now, or whatever circumstances have been playing out for the last couple of months, because I know that many of you have, you know, been dealing with something with somebody that you have a family with. You know, maybe they're children. Yes, maybe there's marriage. I remember that theme from previous readings here. So it does look like, you know, you may be aware that there are fated events here. You know, maybe fate was leading you to close the door or close the gate in order to move forward towards something more fulfilling. But it does look like luck is with you. You know, luck is with you in this situation here, leading you, I feel, you know, to a divine mate, you know, a rewarding relationship here, even if it's with this person, or you decide to utilize your free will and move forward to somebody else. Fate is with you. Luck is with you. Your guide, spirit, universe, your higher power is with you and guiding you through this situation. And it's interesting because sometimes our higher powers can bring us challenges, but these challenges are for the purpose of highlighting things such as the shadow aspects of ourselves. For example, if we have codependency in the shadow aspects of our personalities and we do not see it, our higher powers will put us, our guides, the angels will put us into situations that bring up these issues, that bring about these issues and cause us to take a long, hard look at these issues in order to do something to transcend them so we can move forward and enter into healthier, happier, more fulfilling, more divine partnerships. You know, so not every challenging relationship is in vain. Actually, I believe that no challenging relationships are in vain, you know, because they all serve a purpose to help us grow, learn, evolve, figure out what we want, figure out what we don't want. You know, figure out who we are. We learn the most about ourselves in relationships. And that's why the shadow aspects of ourselves can come up. You know, that's how we figure out what we want, what we don't want. So even challenging relationships, they have their purpose in our soul's growth and our soul's evolution. So moving forward here, I also have that, Cappies, there may have been a new love in the past. Destiny is guiding you to new love. Look for the signs of keep an open heart. So in the past, some of you may have been guided to a new love. So we do have this wedding card here, and to me that's speaking of a, you know, more if not stable energy, but you know, something that's been over a long term, unless somebody decides to meet somebody and get married that week. But you know, that seems like a more distant or long-term situation. This new love could have been something more recent, but this will resonate with you all in different ways because this is a general reading. But I do have here a sense of new love. So again, this could be the person who maybe there was a discussion of marriage or a desire to be married. You know, that's how that can play out. Or this could be speaking of a whole new person, of course. But I do have here that right now, it looks like, you know, there's devotion in this situation. So this love anchors you together. Nothing can separate you. So this new love that you have acquired in the past, it looks like there is some devotion. So again, this could be a new person aside from this wedding situation where this codependent dynamic, or this codependent dynamic could be playing out in both these situations. We'll see how this plays out as we move along. Nevertheless, again, you know, there could have been, this could be a new love. And I do see here again, devotion. So there's a love, there's a devotion that you have, Cappy, to someone, or somebody could have this sense of devotion to you. You know, a deep desire for somebody, love, faith, hope that everything is going to work out for the best. In the outcome here, during the month of August, I have a little warning for you guys because I do have the card of the toxicity, the card of toxicity here. And it says, this connection is unhealthy, drawn together out of need or habit, release it to be free. So that may be where this codependency also plays into this situation, because when relationships are drawn together out of need or habit, that creates a codependent dynamic. You know, the codependent dynamic comes up when there's something that is perhaps missing within us and we seek another person to fulfill it. You know, or even a situation where we may believe that there's somebody else who is the source of our joy and happiness. You know, all that creates a toxic dynamic and codependency, because we become dependent on that person, you know, for our happiness, for our well-being, for our needs. Or it can be drawn together out of habit. So this can be, for example, you know, a shared pastime. This can be, you know, substances. You know, you have substances in common, creating or substance abuse in common, creating a toxic dynamic. You know, this can go different ways. But again, this situation may be drawn together out of need or habit here, creating this codependent dynamic for some of you. So that is a little warning that I have for you. Just be aware of that taking place. And now that we know, we can do things to kind of, you know, counterbalance that. Okay, let's go ahead and go into our Kipper predictions here, Cappies. Okay, let me move these cards. So I have here at the bottom of the deck, main person. This is a female, so this could be you, or this can be whoever you are dealing with during the month of August. At the top here I have the Prison card. Some of you could be in isolation from somebody, separated from somebody, taking a voluntary retreat to be on your own. You know, maybe somebody's partner is in prison, not necessarily, or jail, you know, not necessarily. However, if that is not it, again, this can be speaking of just being in isolation, being in separation from, taking a voluntary retreat to be on your own, even to regroup or to reflect, or just distance yourself from someone. As you can see, this prison is in the middle of it. You know, it's like an island. You know, it can't be reached. There are boundaries around it. You know, you could be putting up boundaries and things like that during the month of August. So for the prediction I have here, living room. We have the best card in the entire deck in the center position. Excellent. Great happiness, as well as theft. So because we have this great happiness card here in the center, if this were a negative spread, or even if this were is talking about challenges, this is saying that, you know, everything's going to be good. This great happiness card shines a positive light on any negative cards, on any spread. So this is an excellent card to have here in the middle. This is saying that things are going to work out. There's going to be a cornucopia, an abundance of joy here, you know, as an outcome. Everything is going to be working out to your benefit. Success in all things here. So it's looking like with this living room card, the living room card speaks of our personal space. It speaks of, you know, there's the house card in the Kipper deck, which is, you know, our dwelling. The living room card is more of our home. It's our inner space, where we feel the most comfortable. It could be speaking of within our home. It's another card speaking of families, you know, maybe living with somebody. So we have all those circumstances there with the living room card. So this is saying, regardless, again, if you're living with this person, if you have a family with this person, this is saying that if that is the case here, there's going to be a positive outcome here. There's going to be a lot of happiness, you know, joy, because something's going to be taken away from this situation. When I see the theft card in a relationship spread, usually this means that somebody is leaving, you know, somebody is stepping out, something is taken away. So this can be a person, an aspect of the relationship, something is being taken away. So because we have this prison card up here, This is looking like there may be some isolation or some separation, some distance, some boundaries set between you and this individual. Again, perhaps this person who there's this wedding or this marriage with. But we can be speaking of anyone because this is a general reading. So again, I do see here that, you know, either your family life or your home, you know, or even the living room, again, can speak of, you know, the four walls within our soul, you know, so to speak, our inner soul. So it can be just internally. During the month of August, you're going to be feeling positive and feeling content because of something being taken away, which could be a person who you may have had a toxic connection with. And you're going to be isolating, or not so much isolating from those around you. I mean, you may be, but isolating yourself from this situation, you know, setting boundaries around yourself here, not allowing this to come into your inner soul, your inner space, or doing what you can to make sure it doesn't affect you negatively. So again, that is going to bring great happiness. So that's very, very wonderful there. Whatever it is that's challenging is going to be taken away, which is going to make the circumstances, you know, your home, your family, or your inner space is going to feel very relieved and feel a lot better, possibly than it has, you know, maybe within the last few months. Alrighty, my dear. So let's go ahead and get into our Lenormand prediction here. So some of you could be dealing with a Libra. And this is Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. We're talking about every Capricorn in the world. Not every Capricorn is dating the same person. So these details may or may not resonate. Let me go ahead and show you guys the cards. On the bottom, we have the fish. So this is a card of Pisces. Some of you may be dealing with the Pisces. And this is Sun, Moon, Rising, even Venus. But let's not get too caught up on all the signs because, again, general reading. We have the home here. This is a card of Taurus. Taurus, the home. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. Cancer is also about the home. Taurus and Cancers. For the prediction, we have here the beautiful Miss Angelina Jolie with the snake. We have here the mice, as well as the garden. So again, the fish, the house, we have the snake, the mice, and the garden. So again, some of you could be dealing with, I'm seeing a Libra energy. I am seeing a water energy. So you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or again, Taurus, or even a Sagittarius. Again, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. These are the major planets here. You could be dealing with somebody who, I'm seeing somebody who may be very attractive and well-groomed. Yes, very well put together. Maybe this person is somebody social or even very charming, clever. Good with their words. You know, maybe even a sweet talker. Very good at using their words. Yes, I'm seeing somebody here who's very attractive. Again, well-groomed, well put together. This could be somebody. I'm seeing here many of you are dealing with somebody who may have more of a darker skin tone. That could be tan, or that can be olive. I'm seeing here more of a theme of darker hair. I'm seeing a theme here of darker hair. Dark gray, black, brown. Sometimes this person can have a receding hairline, not always. With this mice card, this is generally somebody who's going to have some kind of spots, marks, stretch marks, pocks, or, you know, wounds, tattoos, scars, pock marks, any kind of wounds or marks on them. I'm seeing somebody who may have, I'm seeing more of a theme of darker eyes. Well, I'm seeing actually brown, blue, or hazel. It's got brown, blue, or hazel eyes. And for some of you, I'm really seeing two different body types actually. And the two body types I'm seeing are somebody who can be considered like tall, slim, and sexy. Slim, sleek, and if not that, I'm seeing somebody who's maybe stockier, well built. You know, stockier, well built, with this house card here. You know, maybe somebody with wide shoulders, square shaped, anything like that. So those are the two different body types that I'm seeing here. So regarding the prediction, let me move these cards closer. Regarding the prediction here, well, what I can see is, again, some of you may be thinking about, you know, your family with this person. Maybe you lived with this person, you know, you had a house with this person. Maybe it's been a long term situation or a stable situation, anything like that. But we do have this theme of, you know, wedding, so it could be a family situation here. And because we have this fish card here at the bottom, it looks like some of you may be in a situation where it's more of an open relationship, because that's what this card stands for. And especially with this garden card, this fish card speaks of an open relationship. This garden card speaks of not wanting to settle down. Not wanting to settle down. Wanting to be free. Wanting to be uninhibited. This card is also, the fish card is also a card of independence. So we have these two cards here of wanting to be free, you know, not wanting to be attached to someone. Now, it looks like we're going to get this energy here because of some betrayal, some manipulation, something like that. 22:44 on the clock. So I do see, you know, balance, or making the decision to bring angelic healing. I do see a lot of balance coming into your love life. Yes, making the decision to bring balance, or just balance coming. And this balance may be empowering, may feel empowering during the month of August. Or it can even be this not wanting to settle down situation. You know, say, Cappies, that you did experience some kind of betrayal. You did experience some kind of manipulation. Somebody may have been dishonest with you. Maybe even somebody had another woman on the side. You know, this snake card can signify the other woman. So, you know, maybe if you date men, or however this resonates with you, maybe it can be a man too, but this generally signifies the other woman. So maybe somebody had a woman on the side, you know, leading to some betrayal, some manipulation, anything like that. Nevertheless, it looks like this dynamic here, you know, this betrayal or this deception, manipulation, obsessive behavior, worries. Maybe you're experiencing worries or anxiety because of this betrayal. That's going to lead to a situation where many of you are going to not want to settle down with this person. Or again, want to create boundaries around yourself and this person. Wanting to be free from this person. You know, wanting to move forward from this person because you want improvements. You want positive changes in your love life. You want positive changes at home. You want positive changes in your family situation. However this resonates. So there's a sense here of wanting to be free from this connection here during the month of August. So that's what I have here for our third prediction. Now let's get into our extended prediction here with my personal prediction cards, and then we're going to get into our guidance so we can see how to bring about the best outcome here in this situation. Now let me say I do have here at the very end of the month a good second half. I have a good second half of the month coming up. So with my personal prediction cards, ooh, interesting. Okay, my personal prediction cards here. I consider the card that I see here when I split the deck to show you guys this deck. And I do have here the card of past love. I have here the card of past love. So some of you may have had a toxic connection. On the bottom of the deck I have here, I'm seeing here a toxic connection with a past love. Again, we have that toxicity card here. All right. So what's going on, Cappies? It looks like, again, I have, so the very first card here, just like we had that card come out, is a card of a new lover. So it looks like, Cappies, there may have been a change in direction with a new lover. And this is looking like it's a soulmate relationship or a karmic partnership. So karmic partnerships come into our lives in order to, for example, bring up those codependency issues. You know, karmic partners come into our lives to help us clear negative karma. It can be karma from past lives, karma from present lives, karma from between lives, karma from parallel lives, whatever it is, you know, parallel universes. Karmic partners come into our lives in order to help us evolve, in order to help us work on clear, you know, negative karma or handle karmic debts. You know, handle and pay back our karmic debts, which again can be from past lives. You know, I've had people say before, what karma, what did I do? What karma did I do? This can be from past lives. Please understand that, you know. So there was a change in direction in this karmic partnership. Let me see here. I have here, okay. So some of you could be a female, for example, over the age of 30 here, or you could be dealing with this female. And I see a karmic partnership. Again, we have this, and this can be if you're in the same sex relationship, older energy, the more feminine energy, however this resonates with you. But I do see here putting some distance between you and a karmic partner, or a karmic partnership being at a distance. So this might be a new lover that has come about. This may not be this wedding person or this marriage person, but take this as it resonates because this is a general reading. So this can be a whole new lover. Remember, we did have that new love. Again, coming in, a change in direction in this partnership because maybe there was some distance put in between you and this person. It looks like whatever happened here was destined, was fated. Once again, was destined, was fated. You may know, you know, that whatever's going on here is supposed to be happening. You know, you may have that sense, or you may know, you know, even if there's something inside of someone that says, you know, I don't want to admit, but you may know. I'm just feeling, you know, that this is destiny, you know, that this is fated, whatever's going on here. But there was an ending here that has happened in this situation. And this ending here may have engendered some hurt feelings. Because this is your reading, I'm going to say this is, you know, likely what you are experiencing, but this can be the other way around because this is a general reading. But there were some endings here in this karmic partnership, this soulmate relationship, this connection that has caused some hurt feelings here, you know, some upset feelings. On the other side of this energy, also in the past, I see here that there have been some karmic lessons or some karmic lessons. So I do have a lot of karma going on here. Some karmic lessons could have led to, or the need to learn some karmic lessons, you know, maybe it has something to do with this, you know. But it looks like, or maybe somebody needed to learn karmic lessons. However, these karmic lessons come into play in this situation, this is in the past, so you will, you know how this has happened. This led to some ghosting. So somebody ghosted somebody. So you could have been ghosted, or somebody could have ghosted you. And there could have been a sense of rejection here. So whoever was ghosted could have been feeling rejected. But I do see this person holding on to the union between them and this individual here. Again, I do see here, yes, holding on to this union. You may be thinking about it because this union may be what you wish for. I do see here either there are secrets in this situation because things are not all as they seem here. You know, there's something hidden. There has been something hidden here. It can be either that, or you may be keeping it a secret, or whoever you're dealing with, because this is a general reading, maybe keeping it a secret that you really wish for this union, or you are secretly really holding on to this union, or this person is secretly holding on to the union with you. So that can go in those ways here, or both ways. So what's going on now? What's going on now? Whenever you're watching this, so this can be the theme here, but this is likely, you know, whenever you're watching this, what's going to be happening is, I see Cappies, how many of you are healing, beginning to heal, starting to heal, working on healing from this connection. I do see here that there has been, or there is a love offer that you have been provided, or you have provided. There is a love offer, you know, that is present. And either the person who's making this love offer is playing games, which is leading to a sense of betrayal and isolation from this person. We do have this ghosting energy and this rejection here. Or you could be receiving a love offer right now from somebody while you're in isolation from this person who has been playing games and who has been leading to this betrayal. Okay. So it does look like you are seeking improvements with this person who some of you may consider, you know, this individual or one of these individuals your true love, seeking improvements, or seeking improvements in your love life in general, going towards your ideal love. But I do see here that it could be that this isolation is also bringing improvements. It could be that, yes, this isolation is also bringing improvements because this distance, again, is faded and bringing you towards something more positive. When we are in a relationship or in a connection and there's turmoil, or when we're in a situation and in a connection and someone leaves, as we were discussing before, that is the optimal time and that is the prime time for us to understand more about ourselves. That's the purpose of that. When somebody leaves, it allows us the chance to connect more with ourselves, you know, contemplate and think about what it is that we want, what it is that we need, who we are, what we will tolerate, what we won't tolerate, things like that. So again, being in this isolation or having this distance, this separation from somebody is destined, is fated for a higher purpose because, you know, it's guiding you and helping you, and luck is actually with you at this time. So that's very excellent. Now, let's move forward here into the future. What's going to be going on during the first half of the month? I see here some challenging conversations. But these challenging conversations may come to a completion. So there, again, you know, that might be what's taken away. That might be what's taken away. You know, isolation here. That might be what is taken away. These challenging conversations may come to a completion. And You may make the decision to, okay, let me say this. I see a karmic partner. I see a twin flame. So some of you may be in a twin flame dynamic or a twin flame situation. And for those of you who don't know what a twin flame is, you know, for the purpose of this reading, we will say that this is your, you know, the other half of your soul. The twin flame is somebody who we follow throughout lifetimes in order to help with our soul's growth evolution, you know, in order to get us to our higher selves, in order to get us out of that reincarnation loop. That's what this twin flame is. We'll just leave it at that, but there's so many things that we can say about a twin flame. But you know, your twin flame is somebody who you have a connection with, a 3D, not always 3D because you do go in separation, but a 5D soulmate deep connection with. So many of you may make the decision to casually date a twin flame during the first half of the month. Okay, see if I can see any other ways this can go during the first half. Again, challenging conversations come to an end. You could be moving toward a twin flame, a soulmate, a deep, deep, deep soulmate here. Or it can be that many of you, there could be kind of a completion to a situation with with the twin flame soulmate, and this new lover can be the karmic partner. So, okay. Going towards the very end of the month, again, I do see a very positive outcome. I have a lot of positive cards here. And I'm seeing that there's going to be some sense of release. So again, using your free will to close the door on something, to close the gate on something, to let something go. A release. Because of perhaps learning these karmic lessons. And this release is going to bring this. This release is going to be joy, happiness, love, success. And even though there may have been a miscommunication or misunderstanding in a commitment, everything is going to be well. Everything is going to be working out. But this situation or this connection may happen slowly. You know, it doesn't look like it's going to be something that's fast moving. This looks like a more slow moving energy because of some unresolved issues, which I believe for many of you is this. So, because of this codependency, perhaps, you know, the shadow side for many of us, but in general, it looks like this is going to lead to, again, slow movement in this situation. But again, it looks like everything is going to be working out for the positive for you. Very good second half of the month. So I'm looking very forward to your mid-monthly reading to see how this situation evolves. Alrighty, my dears. Now, let's go ahead and get into our oracle guidance. Okay, let's start here. Watermelon tourmaline, stress reduction, Larimar, sensitive emotions. Stress reduction, de-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. Sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Know that we have a lot of retrogrades happening in the month of August. So some of us may be experiencing some challenging emotions. They too shall pass. You know, things are going to get better once the planets go go direct, because I believe that Mars and Mercury are going to be in retrograde. So things should be getting better moving forward as these planets go direct. But we do have here a very strong message. I'm going to jump ahead as well to this card here, number 24 from my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, Time for a Nap. This is another card, speaking of, all these cards go together. All these cards go together. All these cards are saying to take care of yourself. If you are feeling sensitive, if you are feeling down, you know, take care of yourself. Do what it is that you need to do to practice self-care, self-love. You know, take a time out, take a day off. Take care of yourself, especially if you are feeling heightened emotions, especially if you are feeling challenging emotions. Take a nap, rest. Now is the time for inaction. That's going to bring happiness and harmony here with this Time for a Nap card, number 24. You know, taking some time to yourself, relaxation. Again, putting up those boundaries, you know, taking care of yourself is necessary, is essential during the month of August. So take care of yourself, you know. If some of you like to, I know you're earth sign, so I'm a water sign, so, you know, it's like I like to take baths, salt baths with sea salt or Epsom salt, because it helps clear negative energy. Put on some relaxing music. You know, that's an excellent way to, one, remove negative energy from your aura, from your you know, energetic field, as well as, of course, take care of yourself and relax. If you like nature, you know, go out into nature. You're an earth sign, so however you seek self-care, whatever self-care is to you, go ahead and do some of that. Make sure you do some of that. De-stress. You need to rest, recharge, and revive. Take a day off. Take a nap, you know. Okay, so with these Wisdom of the Oracle cards, I also have here the card of number 20, Imagine, as well as in the reverse, number 14, Truth Be Told. So I'm going to go with this Truth Be Told card first. And this Truth Be Told card, number 14, in the reverse, speaks of course, if it's in the upright, we're speaking of the truth being told. If it's in the reverse, we're speaking of the truth not being told. So there may have been somebody who may have been dishonest with you, or you may have been dishonest with somebody, because, you know, this can go both ways. But there has been some dishonesty taking place in your romantic relationships in some way. And this is saying two things. One, be honest with yourself about what you are seeing. Be honest with yourself about what you are experiencing. You know, don't ignore any red flags. Don't refuse to look at something because maybe we want to have an image of somebody, because we want this person to be who we want them to be in our mind. And that happens a lot. We may project a false image onto somebody and project what we want to see onto them, making them better than who they really are, better than they're presenting themselves, because we want this person to be what the image we have of this person is. So be honest with yourself about what you are going through, what you are feeling, what you are experiencing, about those who are in your life, as well as demand honesty from others. You know, say no to anything less than honesty, because it bears too high of a price, and it's unfair for those of us who are on the receiving end of the dishonesty, because while this person is going on and saying their untruths, we have to bear that on our shoulders. You know, we have to think about that. We're the ones who are left pondering and thinking about it, and, you know, mulling over it in our heads. This person's being dishonest. So what are they really doing? What are they really thinking? What is going on? You know, and that's not fair to us, because this person wants to be dishonest, you know? So demand honesty from others. And if somebody's willing to be dishonest, or somebody's being dishonest, you know, I seek honesty. Especially if we are honest people, then we do not deserve dishonesty in return. You know, and again, it's not worth it. It's not worth being in a situation where we are being lied to, because it just creates drama in our lives that we don't really need, and wouldn't be happening if someone was just honest with us, right? So this is card number 14. So this is saying that there's some changes that need to occur. Maybe there's been a delay in these changes, but there need to be some changes in this situation where we demand honesty. And then we have this number 20 card, imagine. And this card is saying too, imagine, use your imagination to align with the law of attraction, God, spirit, universe, your higher power, and attract in what it is that you really want. We can use our imaginations for good. We can use our imaginations for the bad. If we imagine only negative situations, if we imagine only heartache, hardships, pain, if we have this going on and we imagine that, you know, we are not able to have a happy, healthy, loving relationship, or if we imagine anything less than absolute love, life, fulfillment, happiness in our relationships, then guess what? That is what we are going to manifest. If we are in relationships that are joined together in need of habit, we're going to manifest those challenging relationships. But if we imagine that we are in a relationship that is happy, healthy, fulfilling, loving, because we have self-love in ourselves, and we have enough self-love in our self-love bank to be able to then give out our extra love to others, then that's the relationship that we will attain. You know, if we imagine ourselves happy, healthy, whole on our own, and allowing somebody else to come in and enjoy that with us, that is what we will attain. We must not depend on others for our happiness, for a sense of well-being, for a sense of safety, for, you know, anything like that. We must depend on ourselves because we're the only ones who can provide that for ourselves. We're the only ones who will look out for us. And we bring somebody else in. But again, this is saying to use your imagination in the best way. Imagine beautiful things. Imagine love. Imagine romance in the highest way. And as you imagine that, so shall you receive. Also, this is saying that somebody could be coming into your life soon with the ideal qualities that you imagine in a person. So you can go ahead and look out for that. Alrighty. So the final cards that I have here for you, I have 3 more cards. The first card that I have for you is a change in direction. A change in direction. The changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance, the guidance of the angels, God, spirit, universe, your higher power. You, Cappy, are protected now. You are protected now and in the future. So follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Again, fate is working toward your benefit. Fate is helping you and guiding you to your ultimate fulfillment. Okay? Creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life, Cappies. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. So, last but not least here, I have our postcard from Spirit. And this card reads, Dearest you, dearest Cappy, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order. And we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, throw out any object or person that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, reorganize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum, and it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to spirit free of distractions. Capricorn, you are so adored by so many, and we hope that you really know that. Alrighty, my dears. So those are the messages that I have for you for your love and romantic relationships during the month of August 2018. I hope that I was able to provide you with some useful guidance and messages. Thumbs up, like this video if the messages resonate with you. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, as well as through the description box below. Much love and light to you. I look very forward to seeing you here again for your mid-monthly readings. Love and light to you, and I will see you all again very, very soon. All right, my lovely Cappies. Mwah. Bye.